Hi, my name is Kira, and I'm at this fair, and I will be showing you how to do rabbit showmanship. So when you're first presenting your rabbit, you're going to show the pose. Oh yeah, sorry about all the loud noise. There is a call duck in the background and a fair all around us. You're gonna look at your rabbit, and you're gonna look at what pose would your rabbit like have. Mine is a mini Rex rabbit, and his pose is called top hat. Does not want to cooperate right now. And then you're gonna look at what fur coat your rabbit has. My rabbit has a Rex fur coat. There are other furs like flyback, woolback, standing in wool. And if you had a flyback rabbit, you would use your hand on the hair, and if it flew back, that would be flybacks. And if you had a rollback, you do the same thing, but it's where the hair goes back slower than the flyback. And there's only one breed that has a fur called standing, and that's the silver fox. And that's where if you do this with the hair, but the hair doesn't go back down, it just stands right up. And wool, per se, you're looking at a sheep and you see like their fluffy hair. It's kind of like soft, but it's not like smooth, it's just soft. So when you're looking at your rabbit's ear, you would look for the tattoo. You would look in the left ear for the tattoo if you were going to show them. And if you were going to register that for ARBA, or if you would look in their right ear for the registration.
Oh, it's almost in frame. Come on, there it is.
Alright. Hello, Zachary. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Spidey towel. I was trying to go up. In the Aries, you're gonna look for 200 portions. You're gonna look for ear mite, which are like little bugs that crawl inside the ears. And you're gonna look for canker, which is like earwax. So when you're flipping a rabbit, you want to have your pointer finger and your thumb. You want them like this, and then you're going to use your other fake hand, and you're going to like cup your butt, and then you just go pull, and that's how you flip it. So you're going to look at their eyes. For this rabbit, he should have brown. And you're going to look for, is your rabbit blind? You're going to look for if your rabbit has moon eye, geeky eye, or signs of conjunctivitis. You're going to look for white eye spot. I just learned is where yellow dots that are on the bottom of the eyelid. And then you're going to look in the nose. Just gently touch your nose. Again, like touch it just to see. And you're gonna look for snuffles, right? And then you're gonna look for nasal discharge. And to check if your rabbit has it, check for that in the front feet for if the rabbit's been rubbing. And then you can look for thorn spots or colors. And in some breeds like the Dutch, it would be a disqualification. You're gonna look at their teeth, and you're gonna look if your rabbit has broken teeth, and you're gonna look for the peg teeth. So the peg teeth are behind the top incisors, so they're the teeny tiny teeth behind the top. You're gonna look for buck teeth. It's like malocclusion. It's where the top incisors overlap the bottom. You're gonna look for budding teeth, and budding teeth is where like the top incisors and the bottom incisors are like touching each other. You're gonna look for malocclusion, which is like almost like the same thing as I said, buck teeth, and it's where the top incisors overlap the bottom. You're gonna look for missing teeth. Is your rabbit missing a teeth? You're gonna look for an extra tooth. Sometimes rabbits can have an extra tooth. Rabbits have 28 teeth. They have the main 4 that you see when you look at a rabbit's teeth, and they have 24 hidden behind. Next, you're gonna check your rabbit's front feet. You're gonna check the straightness of your rabbit's feet. You're gonna check the bone density, and then you're gonna check how many toes and toenails. You're gonna check if your rabbit has white toenails. In a dark colored rabbit, it would actually be a disqualification if your rabbit had white toenails. But because this is a broken rabbit, it's allowed to have white toenails. So when we're talking about broken, we're talking about if you look at a solid rabbit, their color is like, there's no white. And if it was a broken rabbit, you would see that there's white in the patterns. And so that's how you tell like the difference between a broken and a solid rabbit. You would look for mismatched toenails, and to look for those, you would be like the rabbit had like 2 different colored toenails. Like
Here's a chicken interruption. Hello.
Hello, chickie. And then you're gonna look for extra toes and toenails. Then you're gonna look for, is your rabbit have any broken toes or toenails? And then if you're gonna look at the pads, which are like, they're in between the toes and toenails, and your dew claw. Rabbits only have a dew claw on their front feet and leg. Look at the dew claw, it's this toe right here. So it's like the side toe. So that is a dew claw, and then there's the other 4. And then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna feel down your rabbit, down the belly, and you're gonna look for pigeon breath. You're gonna check if your rabbit has any lumps or bumps. You're gonna check if your rabbit has any tumors, so like cancer, and you're gonna check for abscesses. You would check for abnormalities. Next, you're gonna look for blemishes, and you're gonna look for mastitis. The next thing you're gonna go to is you're gonna go to the back legs, and you're gonna see the straightness of your rabbit's back legs. And you're gonna look, does your rabbit have sore hops? So sore hops is where if your rabbit was on a metal cage, it almost would be like scab, where the hair has been taken off.
And this rabbit, if he's got a felt pretty abnormal.
See, he does not have it. And then you're gonna look at the toes. Again, you're gonna do the same thing you did for the front. You're gonna look if your rabbit has white toes. You're gonna look for if your rabbit has, broken toes or toenails. You're gonna look for mismatched toes or toenails. You're gonna look for extra toes or toenails or missing toes or toenails. He has yellow feet right now. His cage is a little dirty and it's quite easy to clean the yellow feet. You just use some baking soda and water and that'll whiten up the feet. And then you're gonna look at if your rabbit's a boy or girl. This is a boy. And you're gonna look for vent disease or hutchburn. And then you're gonna look at their tail. It's got a good straight tail. You're gonna look for if your rabbit has a screw tail. And you're gonna look for if your rabbit has a ripping tail. You're gonna look for if your rabbit has a rye tail. If your rabbit had a rye tail, it would be like the tail going to the side. You're gonna look for a bobtail. And then you're gonna look for if your rabbit's tail is dead. Yeah, so if the tail, it doesn't move. Then you're gonna return your rabbit back to its post. And you're gonna pose it. And then you're gonna say about your rabbit, how good is their density? So he has fair density to his coat. Mini Rex do not have sheen, but some breed like the mini satin have sheen, and sheen is where their coat is glossy. And if you can see the mini Rex rabbit, it's just not glossy or shiny look. And then you're gonna look for the texture on your rabbit, and then you go to the pose. So for this rabbit, yeah, he could have more width in the hind quarter. He's a little bit long in shoulders. He could be more round over the top line. So for this breed, you would want him to be almost like ball shaped, and he's a little bit flat over his top line. I'll put an example on my big herd. And then you're gonna look at the head. You're gonna tell him about the head. So this rabbit, he could have a better head. I think he's a little narrow in his head. The chest. You're gonna look at the ears. For this breed, their ear length should be 3.5. You're gonna look at their shoulders, and then you're gonna look at their midsection, their loin, their hindquarters, which is right here, and then their whelp.
So I have Adley and Addison here. They're gonna be our judges asking questions.
A very important part of showing your rabbit is to know what are picked. So here, answer that question. What are picked? Pegged teeth. If you were to look on your rabbit, the pegged teeth are behind the top and side.
Okay, and how many questions does a judge usually ask you guys when you do showmanship?
3.
3 to 4?
How many ribs does a rabbit have? 20 on. They have 12 on each side. Oh, how do you know if their nose goes to how about? When you're looking at a rabbit's tail, you would feel down the tail, and if it was broken, it would kind of be hard, and it would be just kind of flop.
What is your tip to do before showmanship?
Never say nice, because that's not good.
Okay, Kier, what's your tip for rabbit showmanship?
Always look at the judge. Always have eye contact and smile.
Okay, Addison.
Don't stress out. Don't rush through it. Just pretend you have all the time in the world. It's not going to take you that long, maybe 5 minutes.
So what is a tip that you have for showmanship?
To know lots of things about your group, with everything, and it becomes a rabbit that you're really comfortable in.